is there, former MVP. Anthony Davis, when you watch these things, like you could watch and go, hey, who's having the biggest impact in the game? Oh, Anthony Davis is. And it's not even a little bit crazy. And yet whenever we talk about him in the context of the Lakers, it's always he's the other guy. Yeah, we need a little bit more from them. Like it's so weird to me how, and I guess it's just the LeBron is the sun in the solar system, and as long as he's there, no one else can be the sun. But I just feel like he constantly gets lost in the shuffle in moments like that, moments with the Lakers, moments in the playoffs, all of it. And only negative stuff is when we talk about him.
How much do you think personality has something to do with that?
A lot.
Because I think, let's use the player you were talking about, Anthony Edwards, for a quick second. Anthony Edwards says things that you're like, okay, well, I'm naturally now drawn to him because he just said, I'm the go-to option on this team.
He's interesting.
Joel Embiid during a basketball season is going to say certain things.
He's interesting. He's funny.
There's LeBron is going to, and I'm not saying these guys are just running their mouth. They back it up as well.
Sure.
Anthony Davis, it's just not in his personality. Because I'll use last night's game as an example. USA, Canada. Listen, to have a double-double in a game where the squad's only scoring 80-plus games, he's not even starting. Anthony Davis had a great impact in that game yesterday. But you know what Anthony Davis just is not known for and won't do? Yeah, everything runs through me. Anthony Davis is not pounding his chest and doing it. I feel like his personality is his personality. But I don't know if we talk about him less because I think AD wants to be talked about less. I don't think Anthony Davis has a personality where he's screaming for the attention.
If he did, it would be so bizarre.
It would be bizarre.
Like if he came out and just raised holy hell, imagine what we'd be talking about if, I don't know, 25 games into the Lakers season. Not super early, but not super late. 25 games. And he's like, look, I don't know what the hell we're doing here. I don't get enough shots. They don't give me the ball enough. I need more. Like, who used to do that? Shaq. Mm-hmm. You used to do that? Kobe. These guys that, hey, look, we're not doing what we need to do. I'm the best player on the team. I need more. He's never going to do that.
What's I think AD's biggest quote he's ever had came in the playoffs where he says, I don't know what we're doing on both sides of the floor. But, and it's, look, there are certain players that's just not in their personality. And I think for him, sometimes, I don't know, I don't even want to know if it hurts him, but your just attention is not towards him because he's also not. It doesn't feel
I think
like
it hurts him
screaming for attention
because we just lose track of him.
Yeah.
And his excellence. And look, he's got flaws in his game. Most people do. But the flaws in his game is that he is kind of a wallflower at times, that he just does disappear occasionally. But because he's rarely demonstrative, and I'm not talking about like, but his personality is rarely demonstrative. His excellence, I think, gets lost at times. Because last night, it's like, I mean, Anthony Edwards was the leading scorer, but it wasn't like he had 40. It was like, okay, fine. I'm really interested to watch how he performs in the Olympics in this environment with all these great players and how he just fits in as a complementary player because I still feel like he could be way more than just a perfect version of a complementary guy, be the guy. I don't know if he can do it on this team because there's too many good players.
I think we continue to want him to be the guy and the number one, and I think he continues to tell us, sometimes I'm that, sometimes I'm not.
Which means you're not.
Yeah.
What makes you the guy is you're very